LEGO revealed a new icon set, which is called the Mayor Manor. This is not based off of a license or anything, and it releases September 1st, 2026 for $120 United States with 1,420 pieces and a total of 4 minifigures. I am somebody who loves spooky LEGO sets, and if you look, this is actually the first set of a new theme. It says Midnight Valley Collection, which is much like the Winter Village collection. Does that mean that yearly we're going to be getting a spooky Icons LEGO set, this being the first, the Mayor Manor? I am all for that. I love my spooky LEGO themes. Monster Fighters is peak. Studios back in the day when I was a kid had those spooky monster sets, which also blended in my love for filmmaking. And of course, more recently, we had Hidden Side, which I still think is a very underrated theme. Like, yeah, the box art sucked, but these are some of the best play sets that LEGO released for an original action theme in years. Rest in peace to that one. LEGO Scooby-Doo World with some really awesome playsets. I don't know, I love that campy horror vibe that all of these themes have brought. And hey, this is the start of something new. Is it the bland 18 plus boxes? Sure, but less than so many other 18 plus sets, this doesn't feel like it's getting compromised by being an 18 plus set, for the most part. Like, I'm surprised at the value going on here. It's $120 for 1,420 pieces, and from the exterior, I think this is a substantial enough build. The interior, I do wish was a little bit more deep than just a 4 studs depth. The design here, though, has a lot of really great interior design with what they build here. And we'll take a closer look at minifigures later, but I just want to say all of them have glow-in-the-dark heads. Again, more Monster Fighters vibes right there. So the exterior right away, this looks a step up from the haunted house that we got from Creator last year, which I still really do love that set. It's like a miniature version of that 2012 haunted house set. But yeah, this one goes hard on the minifigures and has a much more beautiful exterior build, if you ask me. And also, I think it was a much better value at $120. The Creator Haunted Mansion set from last year was $90 for 736 pieces, though it had one more really detailed minifigure and introduced a new piece with that ghost. I really love how they do things like these stained glass windows right here with those different colors of 1x1 plates of all things. But they have this specific window piece, which adds a lot to the design. I love how you have this old willow-esque tree just kind of built into this mansion and how that's built up. The only part I don't like of that is you can see there's this random like gray bracket here, but I love the use of those sand blue leaves, which are a nice contrast to the duller green that they have for the branch pieces. There's a lot of personality with this right side window part looking like the tree is just kind of breaking through there. It looks unstable in ways, which that's just a really nice design effect. But this middle section with the grays has a really nice gothic design, and I love how they do this top part right here with a little bit of a balcony going on and the pillars and everything. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like the balcony is accessible with like a door or anything that could open. It's just that window design. You could see how one of the pillars to that right side is also broken by the tree itself. Also nice to get that gargoyle piece once again, which was introduced in the LEGO Wednesday sets from my understanding. And I believe this is a new print for the Nexo Shield piece. And again, I love pumpkins. I always love getting that pumpkin piece in that color. But yeah, the interior, like I said before, I wish there was just a little bit more than 4 studs depth going on there. That is like the close relative of the Winter Village line where it seems like the interiors don't have too much depth in terms of how far the studs go out. But I do think there's depth in this design. I really like how clustered this top floor looks, where you have things like a spilt little goblet going on right there with some like green liquid on the floor. I like this like old-timey desk right here, this old clock. Lots of candles. I like what's this 2x2. This might be a new print, honestly, because I'm not seeing an outline for the sticker. Maybe I'm wrong, which is like a design, maybe like the blueprint of this manor. This set has one of those potion prints, I believe, from the LEGO Harry Potter sets. In the middle, they have the fish bones piece, which was just introduced in the latest LEGO minifigure series. It's nice to see that again. And then moving to the right, solid bookshelf build. And then on the bottom floor, you can see the knight's armor, which I counted that as a 4th minifigure. I love this cat photo right here. This is fantastic. And yeah, I think there's no stickers in this set. Maybe I'm wrong in that call. Again, not too much going on with this bottom floor, but directly under that photo, there's a table and a chair. to the right, a one-seater, which you can see that this set actually has an alternate sitting design for the mayor herself, where she has a dress piece, but then you could also have her sitting, which uses that slope piece, which seems to be a printed piece. I might be wrong there. That's a technique that the new LEGO Lord of the Rings sets have used. And then to the right there, they have this really nice portrait, which again, I think is a print. Love the design going on there. And that's above a rather solid fireplace build. I will say, something I was worried would be missed from this not being a play set for kids is that it doesn't seem like there's much secrets inside here, which is something I did love with the Monster Fighters and Hidden Side sets. However, there seems to be one secret. So if you see the logo, there's a key in the logo, and the key is actually hidden under the floorboards, which also has a place where you can put the cheese and the rat. As for those minifigures, again, so many lovely new prints. Love that they have those glow-in-the-dark heads, which all have alternative face prints. So you have a scowling look with the mayor and a smiling face. The waiter has this nervous face and a more stern face, and the maid has two different smiles. Also for the mayor, I love the torso print, and again, a nice dress print. The design for the maid, I love that maid torso, as well as a recolor of the new skirt piece that was introduced in last year's Hobbit Hole set. That's really nice to get in white. But honestly, the cat might be my favorite figure of this set. I love getting a new color for the Cat Twinks cat. The design there having a scowling face as well is adorable. I am very excited to see what the future of Midnight Valley is like. I mean, this is such a great idea to start from LEGO. Again, I love the Winter Village sets, but I will admit, I grew tired of them. I don't buy them anymore. It just got very repetitive. So maybe Midnight Valley will hit that point sometime, but I am a sucker for that campy, spooky aesthetic, and I think LEGO nailed that with this design. One thing I will say, though, is when the Haunted House was first released, that one from 2012 that we briefly mentioned in this video, it was $200. It is kind of crazy seeing the $80 difference between these two, because as much as I love this set, it does feel small compared to that $200 Haunted House, like extremely small. But hey, for a 2026 LEGO set at $120, like I said, this is a good value, and that's about the size I would expect here. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you agree or disagree with my love for this set? Subscribe here for more honest LEGO takes. Seriously, you clicking that like button as well will help so much with the weird algorithm, and I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.